School bullying, part two. So, during I got out of high school, yeah, I went to college. I was getting bullied on jobs as well as bullied in school and in college. So in college, my first year was pretty good. I wasn't getting bullied at all. I was having a great time. I wanted to be there. I was trying to meet girls. I was a different guy. Nobody didn't think I was ugly anymore. I was working 3 jobs, but I was like sleeping this much and babysitting kids that weren't mine. But I was doing the damn thing, and I didn't want to be an actor at the time. Yeah, I just wanted to find a job. I wanted to be a cop, and that went wrong because of some family bullshit. I don't have a criminal record. I can still be a cop, except for now I'm not healthy enough to do anything in the academy, so that's probably not going to happen. But I went to college, and I didn't really get bullied. I did good in my acting classes and the other classes, and then, like in my second or third year, I had to walk away from school because I got bullied by a teacher. I will not reveal her name because I'm back in that same school, and I don't have her. She retired that year, but she picked on me. She picked on the smart Asian girl. She's picked on the smart black girl. She picked on the smart white girl. Now let me tell you how it happened. I got bullied recently in school too, but not by teachers, by a fellow student. I will leave his name out of it as well. But yeah, I've learned to let a lot of shit go because I'm not normal. I'm slightly insane, but I'm not normal. And so when I went to school, I had got news that a friend of mine had a car wreck and he died. Another friend of mine had sickle cell and he died. And then, as I told you guys before in another video, I had a friend who was my cousin's cousin, who was like a big brother to me, who killed himself and his girlfriend. And that was the second time that had happened to me in life. So I had to go check all this stuff out. And the teacher decided that 3 black people can't die in 2 months' time, which was her exact words. And she told me that I was just trying to get out of school. And I told her, this is college. If I don't want to come to school, I don't have to come to school. It's college. It's not high school. It's not a requirement that I'm here every day. It's like, well, if you miss something, you miss something. I say, hey, look, those are basically family members to me because they've been there more than my family has been there. And I need to go find out. Well, don't you come back to my class without those damn obituaries. Because you're a liar. Mind you, I have not told a lie since I was 12 years old. Because if you're lying, you're working too hard. So I had to go to 3 funeral homes to get Tony's, Dooney's, and Reggie's obituaries, which I took back to class to her, which she still didn't apologize for, which she took amongst herself to decide, I'm gonna fuck with this guy every day he's in class until I can't. And the school system didn't do a damn thing. Didn't do a damn thing. And I know you're thinking, well, why the hell would you go back to that school? Well, since she's long since retired, I don't have to deal with her. And with my major, biology and science and stuff aren't required classes. Plus, since I already took some of those, they transferred over. So I don't have to worry about that shit. But the fact of the matter is, when I was taking those classes, it was because I was taking acting, and I don't know why in the hell I need all that crap, because if you're going to be a good actor, then you play the role, you do your own research. Alright, moving on. So I had to write these notes to the dean, and I did. And I had to dumb the notes down because my first note was very foul, very vulgar, very cussy. And then the same thing with the others, and I just kept going on and on. And I got to the most low down as I could get with different derivatives and verbs that were not swears. They assumed it was a threat, and then I had a meeting with the dean, and I told him exactly what happened. I even bought him the obituaries, and I said, I shouldn't have to go get proof that somebody died. I shouldn't have to go to 3 different funeral homes to prove to a teacher that some people I know have died. She should be taking my word for it. And it's college. If I don't want to come to school, I shouldn't have to come to school, but I shouldn't have been subject to that. Well, what the dean didn't do was tell me that I got my financial aid back, because my financial aid was suspended because I dropped the classes and we were too far into class for them to get their money back. And I didn't go back to school until 2007. While I was working at Brown's Automotive, I wanted to go back to school to pick up on my acting degree. And I had realized that, no piece of paper in the world is going to guarantee me an acting job. And plus, when you take acting, the state curriculum is bullshit. That'll be another video before I go to bed. But the whole thing is, I took lighting and control. So I learned how to work the sound booth and the lights and all that stuff, which was fun. But being in front of the camera is much funner than being behind it and doing all the sound stuff. But it did teach me a newfound respect for when I started making my own films on how shit works and how important lighting is and all the other stuff. And if I ever do theater, I'll probably be working in the booth instead of on stage because I know I'm not that good. But I'm not going to stress myself on that. Well, in the end, I did get my financial aid back, but I didn't know it. He actually gave it back to me the very next day. And that dean has long since retired also. And I didn't go back to school for acting. I'm going to school now for police science and criminal justice. But the state of the fact that I have been bullied through all my academic and social life, I want to bring up one last point before I end the video. Cyberbullying is also a thing now, apparently. I'm not really good with computers, but I do read, and they had a thing on earlier today on the news about cyberbullying and the suicide rate of cyberbullying amongst girls and all the other stuff. And bullying is a very serious topic that needs to be explored more. Teachers need to have more power on dealing with bullies. Schools need to have more power on dealing with bullies. But more importantly, if you are a parent and your child is bullying, you really need to look into what you're doing to make them go to school and bully someone else. I'm James Williams Jr. This is Kung Fu Habit number 2. Be seeing you. And thank you for your time.